Hello, how's it going? How's everybody's day been? How's the audio? Can y'all hear me okay? Hey Noah, how's it going? Yeah, I like the game shows too. How's everybody's week been? Here in just a minute, we'll go ahead and start discussing some movies that I've watched this week, and maybe you'll have some that you've watched that you'd like to recommend. Maybe some pickups that you've done, some new releases that are coming out. I know we don't have very many new releases coming out this Tuesday, it being the end of the month. Noah, have you saw anything good recently? Get any new pickups? We watched The Fugitive yesterday. I want to say that I've seen this one before, but it must have been a very, very long time ago that I saw it. But me and my wife watched this yesterday. We really enjoyed it. It's really good. And on Friday, I watched Copland, which I really, really enjoyed. It was really good. Had never seen this one before. Someone had recommended me picking it up, so I ordered it. Really liked that one. got a few movies set aside for the week. Hopefully that I'll get around to watching. It's a little bit more difficult now that I'm back at work. And then I got a few things in the mail this week. Hey, Maxwell 24 fan, how's it going? So I appreciate you watching the video. So what did you think about the 47 meters down? Was it any good? I don't believe I ever picked that one up. I never did pick that one up. I was wondering if it was any good or not. Because I really do. I enjoy the shark movies. Are pretty good to me. So another movie that I watched this week was Green Room. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen this one or not, but I really enjoyed that one too. Hey, I Select 101, how's it going? But yeah, Green Room was really good. I wasn't really sure what to expect from it, but I really liked the way that it turned out. Now, another really good movie that I've never seen was Prisoners. Me and my wife watched this one for the first time the other night. Really surprised as how good it was, but I really liked it. Yeah, so I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, I never saw the first one either. But like I said, I do like a good shark movie, so I'll definitely have to check that out. Are they both on Amazon Prime? Yeah, I Select. You did tell me that it was good. I'm glad I finally got around to watching it. I thought I kind of had it figured out, but I had parts of it figured out probably around the middle of it, but not all the way. It did have a very surprising ending for me. As it got closer to the end of the movie, I kind of figured who the person was that had taken the girls. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So definitely make me some more recommendations, because I'm all up for anything that y'all want me to check out. I really appreciate y'all's recommendations. We also watched 13 Hours this week also. We had never seen this one, and I mean we enjoyed it, but it wasn't on our top 10 list, of course, for the year, but it was enjoyable to watch. Yeah, I do like a good thriller movie. Prisoners was great. So, but like I said, we watched Copland. We were really happy about Copland. I think that he was found. Hopefully, it was kind of weird the way that they ended the movie. It would have been nice to see them actually pull him up out of the hole, but I guess that's for us to figure out if they found him or not. I was kind of wondering how they were, since they were on the land trying to, I guess they were digging up the land and stuff, trying to see if they could find anything. I would think that they would have been able to find his truck, because surely she didn't take that truck too far off to where they wouldn't be able to find the truck in the back. but anyway, it was good. It was very fortunate that the whistle was down in the hole with him. But yeah, those are the kind of movies that I really like, or the ones that have those twists that you really don't know what's going to happen. Crazy people. Yeah, the whistle was definitely the giveaway. But thinking about the guy that was locked up, that they captured and locked up, thinking that he was the one that took the girls. When he took the dog and pulled the dog up by the chain and was kind of like hanging him, that was I don't know why they did that. I mean, if he was, I guess because he was disturbed. But yeah, Sonya did not like that part. Right. So as far as people and their names, I can't keep up with everybody's names in these movies. That's the bad part about people, and like anyways, whenever people are being called by their names, I can't remember who is who. Unless it's like the Marvel movies. No, the Marvel movies, it's easy to figure out who Iron Man is and Spider-Man is and such. But when they're just general names, it's hard for me to pick them out. So, Andrew Goodman, what are you talking about? So, as far as the anyways, so has anybody seen Copland recently? I thought Copland was really good. I can't believe I've never seen it. I've really never even heard of it, to be honest with you. I think I remember hearing about it a long time ago, but I just never checked it out. And I really liked that one. It was definitely different for Stallone in that role. So the next movie I need to see is Cobra, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to watch Cobra pretty soon. And I think we were going to watch something tonight, but it wasn't going to be. It was a little over 2 hours long, and we didn't have enough time for us to watch that, and then me do the live stream. So I think we're going to watch U.S. Marshals next weekend because Sonia wants to see that one. Yep, that'd be good. I think I've never seen Cobra, so I am looking forward to checking that one out. So you have two editions of Copland. So you have the director's cut and the theatrical cut. So I wonder which cut I saw. Because this is the one I've got. I'm not sure which version I watched. Good. So for the rest of the stream, I thought for the next 2 hours, I thought we would talk nothing. I thought we would just talk about Birds of Prey the whole time. I think Tom Cruise was wanting to talk about Birds of Prey for the remainder. So everybody get out your discussions, and we can discuss how much we like Birds of Prey. The ketchup scene. Andrew Goodman. So Mercari is a good app to find Blu-rays on. Is that what you're saying? So did anybody pick up anything good this week? I don't think there's been very much. I don't think there's been any really new releases out recently. This past week, I didn't get anything this past week, and I did not get anything. I'm not picking up anything Tuesday. I don't think there's anything really good that I'm needing. I do have a few things from eBay that I'm waiting to get. I picked up this right here. Has anybody ever seen this movie? I've heard a lot of good things about this one, so I'm going to check this one out. Hey JS, how's it going? Yeah, that Spartacus Steelbook looks really, really good. You know, I've never actually seen Spartacus before. I think I've got it. I think I own about 4 or 5 copies of Spartacus, but I've never seen it. So I probably need to check that one out. I probably need to check that out here pretty soon. Yep. But the thing about it is, I am checking out a lot of movies recently, so it is good that that I have some recommendations. So I'll definitely pull Spartacus off the shelf and watch it. I don't know. Maybe I should wait for the 4K to come out before I watch it. So Andrew, are you selling? So Andrew, are you selling on Mercari? Are you selling Blu-rays and 4Ks on Mercari? So the computer's in the shop. So is that laptop any good? So anyways, they have decided that the schools are going to be opening back up where I'm at. The students start going back to school on August the 4th, which is just a little bit over a month away. So we've been busy trying to get everything ready at the schools. So it's been pretty busy. Makes me kind of wonder if it's really going to happen or not, because I have heard that the virus seems to be picking up around this area. So We Summon the Darkness. Was that any good, Maxwell? 24 fan? Because I got We Summon the Darkness, but I haven't seen it yet, and I want to check that one out. I still need to see The Invisible Man also, and I never did get Just One of the Guys yet. I am not a teacher. I am a computer technician. I would not want to be a teacher, that's for sure. Yeah, that's pretty rough, JS. I hate that your computer's messed up. Yep, Tom Cruise, you're correct. The high protest areas have got the rise in numbers. But either way, school's starting back on August 4th. So that's something to dread. I dread it already. Can you imagine trying to get all those students to wear a mask at school? It's going to be a mess. I don't see how they're going to do it. So yeah, I need to watch. I need to watch. We Summon the Darkness. Students will be wearing masks at the schools and on the bus. That's what they say. So I don't know how they're going to be able to do that. Plus, they still have to follow the social distancing, so they can't. So each classroom is going to be packed. Well, I say packed. Each classroom is already packed, but now they've got to do the 6 feet rule, 6 foot rule. So I'm not sure how they're going to manage all these students. So I've been back at work for the past 4 weeks, going to the schools, but I am working from home also. So I'm working from home, plus I'm going to schools. And I've kind of become accustomed to working from home. So, but it's nice to get out and go to the schools. It's just a little bit, I don't know, it's just a little different. So we always start back, our school system always starts back at the end of July and the beginning of August. And schools normally get out at the 3rd week in May. I've never seen Contagion, of course. So Contagion, I don't even know if I've got Contagion. Yeah, I don't even have Contagion on Blu-ray. I thought I had it, but I do not. I can't believe I don't have that movie. I'll have to get it and check it out. Watch It Next. I'll like it. So I'll have to order that. Yep, I've seen that. I've seen the image of the slipcover many, many times. I don't know why I never picked it up. I'm trying to. So anyway, my wife was off work this week. She was on vacation this past week, and we pretty much just did chores around the house all week, when I wasn't working, and um, yard work and such. So it was nice to get all that stuff over with. But she has to go back to work tomorrow, so she's not very excited about that. Yep, I'm very unfocused tonight for some reason. So, I did recently see where there's going to be some new releases for, what are those movies? What is that movie? I think I saw something somewhere that there's going to be 2 new Vestron releases coming out soon. But I don't remember which titles they're going to be. Does anybody remember the new Vestron movies that are coming out? Little Monsters is one. So I need to check out. Hey JS, I need to check out Nowhere to Run. I've never seen that one. I did see Young Guns, but I haven't seen Young Guns 2. Hey Dark Knight, how's it going? So are y'all having storms where you're at, Dark Knight? Is that why you lost power? I do not know where my Vestron video Blu-rays are. I thought they were up here on my right, but they're not. It's kind of weird. I don't know where they're at. So yeah, I need to get that. I need to get that. I need to get Death Warrant ordered. Because I definitely want to get that one. So July 1st is coming up in just a couple of days, and I'll have some more opportunity to put 50 items up on eBay without having to pay the insertion fee. So I'm wondering if I need to put Funko Pops up on eBay, or if I need to try to get rid of more of my Blu-rays that I'm trying to get rid of. To me, I think I'm just going to try to get rid of some Funko Pops this time around, since I haven't had any Funko Pops up in a while. It'd be nice to get rid of a couple of tubs of those. So as far as 4th of July plans, I do not have any plans for the 4th of July. We really don't do much. My family doesn't really do much of anything. What's everybody else's 4th of July plans? I know some people will be on the beach for the 4th of July. Some people will probably be barbecuing with their families. Sonia will probably be working. I'll probably be here, maybe watching some movies. So I did look at my pop price guide to see what some of my Funko Pops are worth, and a lot of them have gone up in value. So if I can sell those for what they're valued on Pop Price Guide, I'll be happy with that. And maybe try to get rid of a few other ones at the same time. Yeah, all the stores in our area are open on July 4th. The only time the stores here close is on Christmas Day. Pretty much everything else is open. So as far as A Wrinkle in Time, whenever I picked up A Wrinkle in Time, I picked up the Steelbook and I picked up this Target edition. I never did get the 4K edition with the slipcover. So you are correct. I did not have that one in that video. So I really hate to have to buy A Wrinkle in Time again, because I really did not like that movie. But it is a shame that that's the only one that I'm missing. I'll have to get that one. As far as my favorite horror movie, I don't really think I have a favorite horror movie. There's a lot of them that I do like. I don't know, what is your favorite horror movie? So you liked A Wrinkle in Time? Yeah, for some reason, I did not like A Wrinkle in Time. I don't know if it was because of the theater that I was seeing it in, or if it was because I just couldn't get into the movie, but I did not watch it. So your favorite horror movies, your favorite horror movie is Gremlins? Yeah, Gremlins is a good one. I remember seeing Gremlins in the theater when it was released. I think I was, so when Gremlins was released, let me see. I remember when Gremlins was released that, so Gremlins was released in 1984, and I was in the 9th grade or 10th grade. And back then we used to go to the theater a lot to go see our movies. Of course, that's what we had, was the theater back then. We didn't really have too many VHS tapes back in those days, because it was pretty early. But anyways, I remember Sonia Me and Sonia went to go see Gremlins with some people from church, and I think her brothers went, and it was a big deal because they weren't really allowed to go to the movies, and I just remember them getting in trouble for going to the movies for Gremlins. Because back when I was in high school, so back when I was in high school, there was a lot of things that we were not allowed to do. Um, some people's parents were pretty strict back in those days, especially Sonia's parents. Um, Sonia's parents wouldn't allow them to go to the movies, wouldn't allow them to go to the roller skating rink, would not allow them to go to the amusement parks and stuff. So it was really hard to go anywhere back in those days. Do you know, I haven't seen Gremlins in a long time. My brother watched Gremlins last year, the year before, and he said it did not hold up too well. But I would like to see Gremlins again. It's been a while since I've seen it. I always have good memories of it. I don't know that I own every DreamWorks animation movie. I do own a lot of DreamWorks animation movies. If you would like to know which ones, just um, most of the DreamWorks movies I've got a lot of them. But if there's any particular ones that you want to know about, just ask me, and I can let you know if I have it in my collection or not. Hey, how's it going? I hope you've been doing well also. I did get the Gremlins 4K Steelbook last year from Best Buy, or late last year, whenever it came out. So it is open. I just need to check it out again. I might check that one out soon. I'm really trying to focus on the movies that I have never seen before first, before I rewatch some that I've seen in the past. I loved Copland. Um, yeah, I loved Copland. It was really good. And as Tom Cruise had mentioned to me earlier, it does have a lot of well-known people in it. I know that we, of course, see these four here, but there were so many other people that were in this movie. But yeah, I really liked it. So let me see. I'm trying to remember. I saw so many movies last week. Yep. So as far as I'm glad that Hocus Pocus and Home Alone are getting their 4K releases. I do wish that they would get some better slip covers for Home Alone, something different. And hopefully they'll do Home Alone. I don't understand why they won't just go ahead and just do Home Alone 2 at the same time. So 13 hours. Tom Cruise, are you asking me about 13 hours? Oh. Yeah, I think I saw I saw some kind of Best Buy Steelbook for Hocus Pocus, but I don't think that I haven't seen it on their website yet. Oh, so yeah, I watched 13 hours. So 13 hours, we watched 13 hours and right here, and it was okay. I mean, I don't know, uh, I just didn't like it as much as I thought I would. It wasn't bad, but I don't know. I was expecting more from it, I think. Hmm. Hey, David, how's it going? Yeah, I have Shrek. I do not have Shark Tale. I never did get Shark Tale. Shark Tale just never really appealed to me, so I never did get Shark Tale. So I think the reason I'm unfocused is because I am pretty much off sugar and I'm off carbonated beverages. I think I'm just sticking with water. So I think I'm just going to do water. Anyways, I think I'm just going to do water for the month of July. I'm just going to start it. I'm starting it today. And as far as the sugar, I'm going to try to get off sugar for a while. I'm going to try to lose a few more pounds before school starts back. And I think it's got me, I think my focus has been, I think I've been distracted for whatever reason. VHS, DVD, Blu-ray previews Australia. Those pretty much are the only DreamWorks movies that I have, I believe. Um, yeah, so David, our kids start back. Our kids start back August 3rd also. Yeah, our kids start back August 3rd also where I'm at. I do have for the person asking about the DreamWorks movies, the Croods. I think the Croods is part of it. And I think anyway, there's a few other ones that I've got in that set. The Croods and Mr. Peabody. Tom Cruise. That's the look I'm looking for. So now that you mentioned that about Christian Bale, what about Matthew McConaughey in the Wolf of Wall Street? He was real thin in that movie. Was he being thin because he had just finished his previous role in that other movie? I forgot the name of the movie, but anyway, he looked terrible. I do have Kung Fu Panda, and I've got the How to Train Your Dragons. Home, I think I have Home also. Yes, Buyers Club. Yeah, what's that movie called? I want to say it begins with the letter F. Yes, I like all the Shrek movies. Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah, that's the one. There's no F in there, is there? So so what I was asking is, was Matthew McConaughey thin in The Wolf of Wall Street because he had just finished doing the role in Dallas Buyers Club and hadn't put the weight back on? That's what I was curious about, if anybody knows. Okay. So, but anyways, he looked terrible in that movie. Um, he looked terrible. But as far as Christian Bale, and then Christian Bale looked really bad when he lost all that weight too. That was weird. I know it, but even though he was only in the movie for 4 minutes, I thought he looked really terrible. I don't think I'll ever be that thin, but you never know. Probably wouldn't take much more. No, I do not. He's tall and slender. I'm short. Of course, my eyes may be sunken in. Because see right there, my eyes. I guess it's because once I turned 50, my eyes started getting worse. Yep, I'm anorexic. But anyways, what else? What else we want to talk about? I thought we were going to talk about Birds of Prey. So which of these steelbooks do y'all like the best? Do y'all like the one from Best Buy, or do you like the one from the UK? To me, I think I like this one right here the best, just because it has all the characters, but this one isn't so bad. Actually, I think that these steelbooks are much better than what the actual movie was. For those of you that saw the movie, I mean, the movie wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. I actually have these, and of course, I've got the 4K release too. You like both of them? So, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray Previews Australia. Do you live in Australia? The movie is on. So Tom Cruise says that the movie is unwatchable. Well, I watched it. It seems so. I watched the movie, but like some other people said, it wasn't the worst movie. It wasn't atrocious, but it wasn't. It didn't live up to what I wanted it to be. I had it pictured to be. I had it in my mind to be pictured. I had it pictured to be more than what it actually was. But I don't know. Did y'all like Suicide Squad? Because I kind of like Suicide Squad for what it was. So yeah, let's talk about Frozen. Um, um, who wants to say anything about Frozen? I did notice that I was very surprised that someone had Frozen in their collection. I was surprised by some of the movies in someone's collection today. Now I do remember seeing Frozen in the theater. I've only seen Frozen once. Me and my wife saw it in the theater back when it was released, and we really enjoyed it. Now Frozen 2, we haven't seen Frozen 2 yet. We haven't watched it yet, but eventually we will watch that one. What movie surprised me? I think Frozen. You had Frozen in your movie collection, right? What was the best movie ever? Was Frozen the best movie ever? So as y'all were mentioning about Michael Keaton, did they ever say what Batman movie they were going to be doing? Was it supposed to be Batman Beyond, or is there something else? Flashpoint, yeah, Flashpoint will be good. So I watched the DC animated Flashpoint recently, so that'd be interesting to see how that would be interesting to see how that ends up. Yeah, I enjoyed Wolverine. Wolverine was a good movie. So so these are two of the Wolverine movies. So we have X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then we have The Wolverine. Um, I enjoyed both of those, and I really do like these. I really do like these slips. Yep, I know. So I got Logan also, but I just didn't pull it off the shelf. I did enjoy the Logan movie. I enjoyed all the I like all of the X-Men movies. No matter what movie it was, I enjoyed all the X-Men movies. So I was a big fan of all the X-Men movies. Um, so yeah, anyways. Yep, I've never seen that version either. I need to check it out. So I ordered the 4K release, and after I did that, I realized that they had one that had the black and white version in it. Apparently, I didn't buy that version though. Yep, there are some comic book films that I do not like. Actually, I think I like all the comic book films. Hold up. So I bought this off of eBay, and it was supposed to include the black and white version, but the person that sold it to me had already replaced it and only included the 4K and the Blu-ray. They did not include the black and white version in it. So I kind of got ripped off. So that's what I mean. So I've got the slipcover that mentions it, but I don't have the disc that goes with it. So I got the steelbook. I got the black and white version with a steelbook. And so So I guess it might be. So it'll be in this box set, right? I haven't opened this one because I haven't had a need to open this one yet. So I kept it sealed because I want to keep the box protected. I like to keep my boxes protected. So all the movies, so Tom Cruise, all the movies that you have in your collection, has every single movie in your collection been opened? Which I assume that they have been, because most of your movies you've already rearranged in a new kind of case so that everything's uniform. So you actually have some DVDs and Blu-ray cases. And also, Tom Cruise, I wanted to ask you about your custom artwork for some of your Blu-rays. Who do you have a person that does all that for you? Yep. So I have to use this magnifying glass to be able to look at stuff because I can't see. And if any kind of print that's not big, I have to use the magnifying glass to be able to read because I'm too stubborn to wear glasses. That's good that you have a guy. Okay, so um, what else? So I've been thinking about, since this is the last of June. So this is the last of June. I've been doing these live streams every week for the past few months. I want to see. So I've been doing the live streams since March 27th. So all of April and all of May and all of June. So for the past 3 months, I've been doing live streams once a week. And I'm seriously thinking about maybe doing it once a month or maybe once every 2 weeks. So what do you all think about me just doing live streams for every other week instead of every week? Especially with me, especially with work and everything, it's going to be a little bit more difficult on Sundays. And I know everybody's busy on Fridays. People are busy on Saturdays. People are busy on Sundays. So it's really hard to get everybody together. But I'm thinking about maybe just doing it every 2 weeks and see how that goes. So as far as my driving, I can see to drive. I can see perfectly. I just can't read small print. So this right here, I would consider small print. I can't read that. I'd have to have a magnifying glass to see what it says. So instead of wearing glasses, I just use my magnifying glass. I got a magnifying glass at work. So if I need to look at something, I can look at it on paper with a magnifying glass. I have not seen the Fanatic yet. I do have the Fanatic on Blu-ray. I need to check that one out. Tony trying to make that paper. What's that mean? Tony trying to make that paper. So y'all see an ad in the live stream. So what does it do? Does it stop the live stream and y'all just see an ad or what? So favorite horror movie. I don't have a favorite horror movie. I have a lot of favorite horror movies. Um, if I had to choose one horror movie that would be my favorite, it would be very hard for me to do. Um, I like so many different ones. What is your favorite horror movie? OA. So David, how did your Criterion video do? You get a good response on that? So 1978 Halloween is your favorite? That's a good one. I like that one too. So what did you think about the most recent Halloween movie? Did you like it? So are there any out of print titles that I have? I do have a few out of print titles. Any particular ones that you would like to look at? Oh wait, I enjoyed the newest Halloween movie also. It was really good. It reminded me a lot of the first one. So as soon as the movie theater, I think our movie theaters are opening up at the beginning of July, and I do plan on going back as soon as I can because I prefer going to the movie theater. So has any of y'all's local theaters opened back up yet? And also, I was going to ask. Well, that's all I'm going to ask for right now. I do not think that there's any new releases coming to the theater in July. I do not think there's any new releases coming in July. So we had some really big um, rainstorms yesterday with some strong winds, and a bunch of trees were knocked down, and a lot of people's power was out. Did y'all get any of those strong winds where you're at? So you do have thunderstorms right now where you're at. So that's keeping you from the beach. Is that correct? But the good thing about it is we did not lose power yesterday. The last time we had the big storms come through, we were without power for almost 12 hours, which was terrible. Yeah, you know what, Adrian, I like that idea too. I would like to see some of these classic movies in our theaters. Is it dark where you're at, Tom Cruise? Because you know it does not actually get dark where I'm at until about 10 o'clock. It is dark where you're at? Okay. It seems like it stays light later and it's light early. So when I get up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning, it's already kind of light outside. Um, and then at 10 p.m., it's still light outside. If I was okay, so it's 9 o'clock. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go check real quick. So it is still light outside. It's not pitch dark. If I wanted to go walking up the street at this time of night, I would not be afraid. That's true. I do have to watch out for the bears. Am I scared to walk at night? I'm not scared to walk at night unless it's pitch black. If it's pitch black, I do worry about copperhead. We have a bunch of snakes where I'm at. We have a bunch of copperheads and rattlesnakes where I'm at. And we have some bears that are right here near where I live that I would be afraid to. It wouldn't take much for a bear to just get me and haul me off. That's the bad thing about the movie trailers is they do ruin a lot of movies for me too. I try not to watch a trailer unless I'm stuck in the theater and they play it in the theater. So this right here was right across from where I live in the woods. So if I was to go walking at night, this thing right here might come out and get me, or it's mama or whoever. I mean, it looks like a little bitty one, but anyways. And then did anybody see did anybody see Green Room before? Has anybody seen this movie in the chat in this live stream? Have you seen this movie? Because there was a pretty brutal scene in that movie that reminds me of the bear. So Tom Cruise, you actually watched the movie, but you did not like it. Quick uppercut. Yeah, I think if I saw a bear, I would be doing what I'm not. If I saw a bear, I would do what I'm not supposed to do, and I would be running away from it. Tom Cruise, I did not see this in your collection. That's true. I did not. If anybody would like to see Tom Cruise's movie collection, he does have a video up that you can check out for a little while. He's got a really good collection. So the part of the movie that I was referring to was the part where the dogs were involved. That was pretty brutal. That would be a horrible way to die, is by the being mauled by a dog. So I was surprised by Tom Cruise's channel because I think there's actually some people who really think that he's the real Tom Cruise, and I think that's kind of funny. Here, let me get some water. This water might help me a little bit. I got that much water left, and I've got no more bottles of water left. I'll have to get some more water tomorrow. And I've got this big old thing right here. Look at this. It's almost as big as my head. And I'm not even able to eat it because it's, of course, full of sugar. But I'm just staring at it. Has anybody ever had one of these cookies before from Jimmy John's? It's the best cookie. Okay. Jimmy John's is a sandwich shop. If you do a search on Google for Jimmy John's, just because I want you to see this, if you do a Google search for Jimmy John's, well, maybe not. If you do a Google search for Jimmy John's founder, you will see the founder of Jimmy John's, and he's quite controversial with some people. You have to check him out and see. Soul water mixture. You know, I'm only going to be loopy for a couple of days. Once I get all this detoxed, then I'll be back to normal. Yep, Himalayan pink salt. I'll have to try that out. You know, I've heard Jersey Mike's has a good sub, but I have not ever had one. I need to try that. So for the month of July, I'm trying to do nothing but water, no sugar, and no bread. So I think I'm going to only be eating very little. So coconut water. I need to try coconut water. I'm not starving myself. I'm just getting back on my routine because before the quarantine, I was doing the 1,200 calories a day or less, and I was eating from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and just drinking water and eating chicken breast and that kind of stuff. And then as I was working from home, I started drinking my little Coca-Colas, and I started eating ice cream, and I started eating Reese's cups, but I was still maintaining my weight. I just was doing a lot more exercising. So now that I'm going to be going, so I've already been going back to work, but now that I'm going to be going back to work pretty much all the time, I'm not going to have as much time to exercise. So to keep control of my weight, I've got to cut my calories. So, so the whole fasting thing is just for me to maintain my weight. I'm 5'7", and I like to stay around 140 to 145 pounds because of my small frame. I don't like to look heavy. I like to look thin. I got to, yeah, I got to look good for my coworkers. They don't want to look at this all day, believe me. I do not care anything about looking good for my coworkers. That was a joke. If I cared to look good for anybody, it would be people on YouTube, because y'all actually see me on YouTube. Nobody that I work with knows that I do YouTube. And yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about, Tom Cruise. First cover. Sonya could care less. Man, Sonya's ready for me to go back to work. Sonya's actually ready to go back to work and leave me behind because I've been so aggravating this week. When I say I want to look good for YouTube, I just mean I want to look presentable for whoever watches. So yeah, if you get your mindset on looking like a certain person, that's good. There's not much I can do about my hair, so I do keep it cut short, and I do like the idea of the faux hawk, but those days I think are behind me. I don't think I'll be able to ever have a faux hawk. I am looking forward to getting that Criterion Bruce Lee set. So do y'all think we're actually going to get the Criterion sale from Barnes and Noble this month in July? I almost had my mullet. I almost had a mullet back those 3 months I grew my hair out. But my hair looks better cut short. You know, I don't even know if I have a favorite actor or actress. I don't think I have a favorite, but I do like Tom Cruise. Let's see if there's any favorites on here. I like Stallone. So who are you talking to, Tom Cruise? So Leonardo DiCaprio is your favorite. So what's your favorite Leo movie? Fig Life. I've got a few. I've seen a lot of his movies, but there's a lot of his movies that I have not seen. So what I was curious, what's your favorite Leonardo DiCaprio film? So how how's the I don't know what that means. Tom Cruise, I don't know what that means. Hey Tommy Star, how's it going? Two new restaurant. So Darren, I'm excited about the two new restaurant titles finally coming out. But I can't remember what the two titles are. What are the two titles that are coming out from Vestron? I couldn't remember. Okay, I'm better. I'm sorry, Tom Cruise. It's my I'm all messed up. Pretty good weekend. How about you, Tommy Star? So talking about the Vestron videos releases, for the life of me, I don't even know where my Vestron video stuff is. I've been looking for them on my shelf, and I have all of them in the collection. But I don't know where they're at now because I rearranged everything. They used to be right up to my right, but I don't have any of my Vestron video stuff anywhere that I can find. So, anyways, what's the new Vestron releases that are coming out? Okay, the Brain Scan and Monsters, Monster something, right? So Fig Life, you like Romeo and Juliet? I've never seen that one. Inception's great, and Blood Diamonds is great. And I recently watched The Wolf of Wall Street for the first time. Yeah, they do. I Know What You Did Last Summer would be a good release for Screen Factory. Little Monsters and Shivers. Okay. So what DiCaprio films have I seen? I've seen a lot of DiCaprio films. I've seen a lot of DiCaprio films. Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen Little Monsters before, which I know that's not surprising, but it has Fred Savage in it, and who's the other person in Little Monsters? Is it, what's his name? Yeah, I don't know where those Vestron movies are. It's bothering me. I don't know where they're at. Okay. I found the Vestron. They're over there on that back. They're right there, lined up. So I have all the Vestron ones. Yeah, Howie Mandel was in Little Monsters. That's true. So it's 9:25. We're probably going to go until 10 o'clock. So there are some things I would like to get accomplished today during the live stream. So I had mentioned about not doing the live streams weekly anymore, just doing either once a month or every 2 weeks. What would be your preference, once a month or every 2 weeks? And then the second thing I wanted to mention is recommendations for me to watch. So, what are some more movie recommendations? If you don't have Letterboxd, definitely check out my Letterboxd, and you can see what I've been watching, and then you can make me some recommendations. I have been watching my movies a little bit. Recently I've been watching my movies. There's been many, many, many years that I haven't, and that's why I didn't have a really good system. But for the past few months, I do have a nice new system now. I got a nice little home theater, thanks to Tom Cruise for helping me set that up and purchase the things that I needed to get. And so now I do watch movies all the time, most of the time when I'm not working. But no more idle time now. I've got time to watch movies. As far as the Vestrons with the slips, there are a lot of them that don't have slips any longer that are still being produced, I believe. I've heard a lot of people getting some that don't have slips any longer. So that's big life. That's good. I wish I had people to invite over to watch movies with me, but I don't really have many people to watch movies with other than my wife and my boys. But the original Death Wish, I still need to get the original Death Wish. I don't have it. I want to get it, but I do not have it. It looks like it's pretty cheap. I can get it from Amazon for $9.99. I've actually seen Death Wish many, many, many years ago. So Death Wish, I need to pick up Death Wish. I kind of wish that I would get a 65-inch OLED instead of the 55-inch. The 55-inch seems small for some reason, and I believe that the wall could have really handled 65 inches. But I'm happy with the 55-inch. Yep, bigger is not always better. That's true. So yeah, Maximum Overdrive and Jump 'Em All. So yeah, Vestron has a really good line. It's been a long time since they released anything. I want to say that Maximum Overdrive was the last one that they released. So there's all of them so far. I've never actually seen any of these movies except for. So, okay, I'll let y'all guess. So all of these movies I've got, as you can see, out of all of these movies, I've only actually seen one movie. And that one movie is one that I saw in the theater when it was released. So can anybody guess what the one movie is that I saw out of that stack? So the only movie that I've seen out of that whole stack is I saw Maximum Overdrive when it was in the theater, which I enjoyed Maximum Overdrive, but I haven't seen the other movies yet. I'll have to watch those eventually. Too many movies and not enough time. So maybe when I get to retire, I'll have time to watch the movies, or maybe when I retire, I will start selling off this stuff. Because my wife already told me that she could care less about these movies. So when I'm dead, there's no telling what's going to happen to them. So I need to sell these. I need to sell the collection before I die. So sell the collection now. No, I can't. I can't sell it. I'm going to sell the Funko Pops first, and then I'll start selling movies. I'm sure there's a lot, and I'm sure there's a lot in the collection that might bring some good money, but most of the collection is cheap. And as far as selling the movies that I don't like, I've got to actually watch the movies to figure out if I like them or not. So that means I'll have to have more time to watch the movies. And that's true. If I can't see myself watching a movie again, then I do need to get rid of it. Yeah, I do need to stop buying so many copies of the same movie, like Birds of Prey, for example. I may start selling the steelbooks off first. So Birds of Prey, I only have 5 copies of Birds of Prey. So you have Donnie Darko LE. You should trade me some for that. So Donnie Darko, limited edition Donnie Darko. So are these the ones that you have? But you have the thick box with a booklet, right? I have Donnie Darko limited edition. You should trade me some for that. Trade them, Tony. So am I going to sell all my steel books? I'm seriously thinking about selling my steel books. That is true. So I haven't opened this because I've seen Donnie Darko before. So I never did open this one. I would love to have the limited edition box of that. And I just noticed. So why is this packaging messed up? So that's upside down, right? So they packaged this incorrectly, which bothers me. So Tom Cruise, I just realized that we're missing somebody from our live stream tonight. So we haven't seen our friend from the UK today. It could be. Maurice might watch this later though, so 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 do any of y'all ever watch the live? Do y'all ever watch the replay of the live streams later on, or could y'all care less about the replay of the live streams? Because I post the replay of the live streams for people to view. He's made a lot of recommendations for some movies that I need to check out, but I still don't think I've checked out any of his recommendations yet. He seems like a good guy though. I guess I'm just going to keep the live streams available in case anybody ever wants to. I have reviewed them before because I was looking for something, so it came in handy for me. But I can't imagine too many people watching the replay of the live streams. So Tom Cruise, have the gyms opened up where you're at, or are all the gyms still closed? Because I noticed that I got charged for my gym membership this month, and I was thinking about canceling my membership because I don't hardly ever go. I used to go all the time, but I got tired of the I used to go to the gym all the time, but I got tired of the hassle of all of that. So I guess the only places that you can go is if you're going to riot. I think the riots in our area have pretty much stopped for the most part. I think the last one that we had was when they burnt the Wendy's down. Yeah, so I heard that they closed a lot of the bars down. So I did so the beast must die. I do not know. I'm going to check and see. So the Beast Must Die from Indicator. It's the limited edition. And so that came out this past Tuesday, right? The Beast Must Die. I'm not sure if it's the same. I would think that it's going to be the same transfer and everything for the Beast Must Die. I'm interested in getting that too. I did not know that that came out Tuesday. Elvin, I do not know for sure. I do not know for sure, but if you go to Blu-ray.com, you could probably look it up and see. I do see that it says it's a 4K scan, so I think it would be the newest scan for The Beast Must Die. Yeah, Rad sold out. I wanted to get Rad just because of the slipcover for it, and I actually had it in my basket to buy, but so the story is I went to the Vinegar Syndrome site and I placed one order. I placed an order and got these 3 titles here with the slip covers. So I ordered that on one credit card. Then I logged out and I logged in and added the other items that I wanted, which was Rad. I was going to get Rad. I was going to get the Amityville Horror Curse Collection, and I was going to get Dolly Dearest, the slipcover. And before I could check out, they shut the site down, and I wasn't able to get any of them. And then when they opened up the site, I think on Thursday or Friday, I noticed Rad had already sold out, so I missed out on it. But I did get these 3 titles, which are not the best in the world, but so JS, what 4 titles did you get from the sale? So Severin sale is a huge failure. Because I haven't really been buying that much from the sales. I've got so many things already ordered that I'm going to be surprised when they show up because it's been so long since I've ordered them. So on another note, we have a little Jack Russell that is 14 years old. I think she's 14. Yeah, she's 14 or 16 years old. I can't remember exactly which. Anyways, she gets up almost every morning about 4:30 in the morning, jumps out of bed and starts barking because she wants to eat. And I don't know why she all of a sudden started doing that, but about 4:30 every morning she starts barking to eat, and she has kind of like a form of Alzheimer's. She can't remember. Anyways, she wanders and wanders and wanders back and forth, almost like she can't remember what's going on. And so this morning, she got up and did her 4:30 a.m. wanting to get out of bed and eat. And then as soon as she ate and came back to bed, she did it again, like the same routine. She got out of bed, started barking, and wanted to be fed again. So anyway, that's why I'm so tired, is because the dog's keeping me up in the morning. So 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street are getting 4K releases. Hey JS, those are some good pickups. I don't have any of those in my collection. So for those of you that do have some from Vinegar Syndrome, do any of y'all have the Jack Frost with the lenticular slipcover? No, but Elvin, whenever they do the next Warner Brothers Archive sale, I am hoping that they release some of these titles and put them on sale. A lot of dead silence. I'm sorry. Not much. Not much for me to talk about. I think I'm pretty much talked out. So I watched Jack Frost. So I bought the Jack Frost with a lenticular slipcover, and believe it or not, I actually opened it up and I watched it, and wasn't a big fan of it. So I ended up selling it on eBay. Got my money back plus some because of that lenticular slipcover. But now that I got these other 3 titles with the slips, I kind of want to have Jack Frost back. Tom Cruise, it sounds like you got all the answers. It is 9:47. Some people do have to get up in the morning and go to work, I think, and take care of their animals. So what did we decide? We decided live stream once a month or live stream every 2 weeks. Or what I'll do is I'll put a poll up on the channel and let people vote to see when they would like to have the live stream. Elvin, I'm still waiting on my replacement booklet for the Jaws 4K from the UK. So I guess like Tom Cruise is saying, I could just do it weekly, and then if I don't do one week, no big deal. I'll just post when I'm going to do it, and whoever shows up shows up. If they don't show up, it's no big deal. If the stream lasts 30 minutes, that's good. If it lasts 2 hours, that's good. So we'll just play it by ear and not worry about when it happens. So apparently the booklet for the Jaws 4K release had the pages misaligned to where it was out of order or something. Was that on every single Jaws 4K release, or was that just the release from the UK? Yeah, that's my fear. I don't want people to forget. So maybe we'll just keep doing it every week. It is sometimes it's hard for me to have topics to talk about, and it seems like I just sit here in dead silence for a while, so it's kind of awkward. Okay, well, it's 9:50. I've pretty much run out of things to talk about. Hopefully, I know I can't. Sorry about staring. So hopefully everybody has a good week. I appreciate y'all coming to the live stream again this week, and I do have some videos coming out this week. If y'all want to check out my channel, I do have my monthly pickup video that's going to be out on Tuesday, the last day of the month. So you can see what all I picked up during the month of June. And Um, we'll be back on the live stream again next week, I guess, with me and my shoes on. If I might take my shoes off, I don't know. And hopefully y'all have a good week. I appreciate y'all coming, and we will see y'all next time.